Hello and welcome back to Rob's PC Workshop. Today we're going to be backing up a Cisco router configuration to a TFTP server. So we're going to save the configuration of the Cisco 1841 ISR to remote TFTP server. Backing up the configuration is an important step in the setup of a Cisco router. Having a backup allows you to perform rapid recovery after hardware or configuration errors. It is important to save the running configuration to the startup configuration to protect the configuration from being lost in a router reload due to a power outage. After running configuration is saved to the startup configuration can be backed up to the FTP server. So in this activity, the local server is configured as a TFTP server that you use to store the configuration of the Cisco 1841 ISR router. So save the running configuration to the startup. From the customer PC, use the terminal emulation software, connect to the console of the customer Cisco 1841 ISR. We're going to go to our terminal. We're going to log in to the console and get into privileged exec mode. So we are in privileged exec mode after I enter my password. And then from there we're going to copy running config, startup config, which we do by, it's going to build configuration. So we're going to test connectivity to the TFTP server by pinging 192.168.1.0 from the customer router. So copy the startup configuration of the TFTP server as address 192.168.1.10, and we're going to leave the default name of the customer router. So we're going to ping 192.168.10 from the router. We have 505 sent, so we have connection. So from there we're going to copy the startup configuration to the TFTP server as address 192.168.1.10. So we're going to copy startup config TFTP. And it's going to ask us for the address or name of the remote host, and we're going to give it the IP address of the TFTP server, destination file name, and from the local server, click the config tab and review the TFTP service. Verify the customer router startup configuration is on the list. So from the local server, we're going to go to our config tab. And review the TFTP service. So the customer router configuration is in the list. So now we're going to erase the startup configuration file in the customer router. So we're going to erase startup config on the router. So now we're going to reload the customer router. If asked if you would like to save, answer no. So we just type in reload. So no. So we're going to configure the fast Ethernet 00 interface for connectivity to the TFTP server and activate the serial 00 interface. So we're going to want to go back into privileged exec mode and then global configuration mode. And then we're going to interface fast Ethernet 00. We're going to give it an IP address of 192.168.1.1 and a default gateway of 255.255.255.0. We're going to tell it no shut. And then we're going to interface serial 000. Same thing, no shut. So we're going to wait for the amber blinking light on switch 0 to turn green and then ping the TFTP server to test connectivity, and it turned green. So now we're going to ping the TFTP server at 192.168.1.10. to make sure we are connected correctly. Oh, we need to exit our configuration modes and then try again. So it looks like we had success. So we're going to copy TFTP running config, copy the startup configuration filed on the TFTP server to the running configuration on the customer router. So we're going to add the address of the server to copy from, and then source file name customer router configuration. Destination file name so we're going to copy the restored running configuration to the NVRAM. So copy running config startup config. Okay, so we're going to test the restored configuration by pinging the ISP server. So we've got 5 of 5. What are the consequences of reloading a router without saving the running configuration to the startup configuration? If it's not saved there, it'll be empty. There'll be nothing to reload. How is the backed up startup configuration used to recover from hardware failure in Cisco 1841? If you have failure, you can use it to reinstall all your configuration without going through the entire process. What command do you use to back up the startup configuration of the TFTP server at address 192.168.1.10? It's the copy startup config TFTP command. So I hope that's been helpful. Have a nice